Titanfall 2 never really stood a chance, and it's a shame because it is one of my favorite games of all time. 2016 was already a very competitive year for gaming. Gears of War 4, Doom, Garden Warfare 2, and the worst two, Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Titanfall 2 was released right in between those two games. It was released a week after Battlefield 1 came out, and a week before Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered were set to come out. And as hated Infinite Warfare was, it was still the best-selling game of the year. Meanwhile, Titanfall 2 was coming off of a rocky release of Titanfall 1, with its lack of game modes and an actual campaign. And then Titanfall 2 comes and proves every aspect that was already good of Titanfall 1 and includes an actual campaign that is very good. But the game created very little buzz because of its release window. At least that's what I believe. And later on, you see that Titanfall 2 gains a lot of popularity, but at that point, Respawn and EA just kind of move on from it. And with the massive popularity that Apex had when it released back in 2019, that really killed any chance of getting Titanfall 3. With Apex's huge popularity and how much they were charging for skins, you're getting way more money out of Apex than you ever would out of a Titanfall 3. At least that's the core belief. And there's really no reason to make a Titanfall 3 because Apex is your cash cow, especially now with how much they want for heirlooms, legendary skins. I mean, what was it, like $300 for Excalibur or something like that? And it's a real shame because Titanfall as a whole deserves way better. You can tell how much passion was put into Titanfall 2. And while the campaign was slightly generic, it was still very heartfelt. It was still a solid campaign, and the core gameplay is the best part of Titanfall. The core gameplay is so fun, and it makes for one of my favorite multiplayer experiences of all time. The seamless transition from Titans to pilots, you feel very in control while still being challenged, right? Because you can take out groups of grunts while also having to worry about pilots, but the game never felt too easy or too hard. It felt very fair. Like if you're a pilot going up against a Titan because you don't have your Titan yet, it actually feels like you can win. It's hard to, but you can win. You have the tools to take the Titans out, to just be very evasive with the Titans. And just in a single multiplayer match of Titanfall, you have Titan v Titan, Pilot v Pilot, Pilot v Titan, and of course, Pilot v Grunts, and Titan v Grunts. So all in one match, you have a ton of variety of gameplay. Meanwhile, you're still playing the objective, and the game modes in Titanfall were really fun. Attrition being the most popular mode for a good reason. I think it's also the most fun mode. Then you have each Titan, each pilot having different abilities you could pick from, adding another layer of gameplay. These abilities never felt unfair, but they also felt like they did make a difference. Meanwhile, you could also choose to support your allied Titans, giving them batteries or mounting on them to add another layer of gameplay. And at the end, you always have the epilogue, they like to call it, where you're one life. If you're the losing team, you have to try to escape on a dropship. If you're the winning team, you have to try to destroy the dropship and kill the rest of the Titans. And then if the dropship doesn't get destroyed and you manage to get onto the dropship as the losing team, then you get, I believe you get bonus XP. And on top of all the really fun gameplay, just the core gameplay being fantastic, you get rewarded pretty well too. There is a lot of camos you can earn just by playing the game. I think there's actually more earnable camos in the game than there is camos that you could just buy from the shop. And I absolutely love cosmetics for rewards for any milestone. Your rank, maybe getting 500 kills, that's an example on Titanfall. Getting a certain amount of assassinations, getting a certain amount of melee kills. Getting rewarded for those achievements, it feels great, and it's what makes you want to stay in the game, not, I have to spend $20 for a bundle that I only want the skin for, or I have to buy $10 for Battle Pass is going to expire in 3 months. Just everything together made Titanfall so fun, and what makes me really miss it. It is still playable today, at least on Xbox. On PC, it's still getting reviewed pretty well, so I think it's still playable on there too. Your only issue is, with any older game, you have hackers. I haven't ran into any, but I haven't really played it that much, and then you just have people that are very experienced, like Gen 100s, Gen 50s, like these people that have been playing for years that are going to absolutely smoke you. And it's not fun when you're just running around and then you're getting killed by something you didn't even know existed, or an ability you had no idea about. But I really wish and still am hopeful that we get a Titanfall 3. I don't think we will anytime soon. It does not seem like we're going to, especially with High Guard coming out. Apex is still receiving some support. I just don't see a world where Titanfall 3 releases within the next few years. We've been hoping for it for the last 5 years, 6 years at this point. I mean, it's been almost 10 years since Titanfall 2 has came out. And it's a shame, especially with today's technology and how much stuff has improved. I could only imagine the scale of Titanfall 3 would be and just how innovative and groundbreaking it could be. But we could fantasize about what is all day. At the end of the day, Titanfall 3 is not coming out anytime soon. It is not announced, and we're stuck living in the past. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down below. Did you enjoy Titanfall 2? Were you able to play it in its prime, or were you only able to play it after its peak? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one.